Alright, bosses. So for a while now, I kind of wanted to build myself a terrarium, and like, but I wanted to do it with a bonsai tree, which really doesn't go hand in hand because I think you're supposed to do like little maintenance plants that don't actually require like a lot of sunlight and stuff like that. But basically, a terrarium is just a plant in like some type of glass and anyway, like a glass vase or bowl or dish or whatever you have. The only thing about most terrariums are, I think most of them are closed, but mine isn't gonna be closed. I just needed something more like a cylinder of mine, just so that I could fit it where I need to fit it. Like I got a shelf and I wanted to sit at the top of the shelf. So I got like this from Dollar Tree yesterday, just like a cylinder glass. It's kind of what I was going for. So when I was in it, because I assumed that I would have to go to Walmart and buy most of the other garden stuff, but what do you know? I actually didn't. See, like I think it looks cool in here, but this isn't, because this is the bonsai. I got this from off Amazon for about $12.99, and then I think it had like some other shipping fees. But I guess that would vary depending on where you are. The thing is, in like reference to like this shit, like this color, I don't really like the color, so I'm trying to, DQ, do something different. But when I was in Dollar Tree yesterday, basically what I'm trying to say is I found like a lot of other shit. So I'm gonna try to make this quick as possible, just so that we can kind of be like, I gotta go to work, basically. So, got some white rocks and shit. I like saying and shit. I think it like makes you understand like that I'm not really a professional, so, but you won't listen to me either way, because I'm a boss. A Don boss. So I know you kind of got to put like rocks or pebbles or something with high something that has a lot of permeability, meaning things can get through it at the bottom, because that way it can kind of serve as a filter for the water. Let me try to re-angle this camera. Alright, so I'm gonna go kind of high with this, just because I'm trying to get it to match my room. My room is like white, black, and blue, obviously. So I'm trying to get you to see the white, and it's pretty high, so, and I want the bonsai to sit out of it, so I kind of gotta, make it. And if anything falls, fuck it, because I gotta go to work. I ain't cleaning it up. I got shit to do. I hate this angle, like you can't even see my face. I mean, I don't look too good anyway, but anyway, I ain't got nothing for you. You don't have nothing. Why you telling me that now, the part I don't like is when I start to pour the sand in, I'm gonna have that one problem of see, let me just show you really quick. This is a little water, so let me try to show you in the best way I can. Like, we'll look at the bottom, and eventually the water will kind of surface to the bottom. If you look and see, it kind of surface to the bottom. You can see it. If you can't, oh well, just trust me. I know these things. Took like biology. So this is black sand. I also got this from Dollar Tree. Now the thing with this is like it's gonna go through the rocks, and that's gonna create a problem for us because we kind of wanted to have a flat look. Now I could just put like maybe a piece of wax paper right there, poke holes in it so the water still can get through. Because water is the kind of element that just finds its way through things. But I decided not to go that route simply because let me see. Alright, and that's about enough sand. But you see how like our perfect white is ruined. Kind of looks messy now. I'm starting not to like it, almost. Might ask why didn't I choose sand? Why did I choose sand? Fuck you mean? Alright, so these beautiful white rocks are gonna kinda, I'm gonna do like a really small layer at the top. Oh, can y'all even see what I was doing? Can y'all even see? Just like another small layer so you can actually see that they was white rocks. They was white rocks. Alright. So now we gotta kinda like deplant the bonsai. Now, let me see. You want to be very careful with stuff like this because it's not really too safe. But I know, from what I know from biology, a lot of small plants, they don't really like being tampered too much as far as like the roots and stuff. So we're just gonna be very careful with this. And you're gonna make a mess, but I mean, your life is already a mess. What's a little mess gonna do? I mean, your life is already a mess. You're a terrible person. You're ugly. And you hate yourself. Not me. I'm just saying. And you don't have to wear gloves if you want to be one with nature and dirt. But that's not me. So, and one thing I don't try to do is pretend like I'm something I'm not. Because that's just classless and tacky. I like my mirror behind me. You're going to see a lot of full body photos in this mirror behind me. Behind me. A lot of mirror. Now I'm just pulling these roots out just a little bit because I don't want them to, because we really don't have that much space. I took up too much space, so we don't have a lot of space to plant now. So now what I'm going to do is when I push this down, I want the roots to still have some kind of room to grow, because the roots probably should push through. As this gets bigger, the roots should also get bigger. So kind of break it up like this. Let's see. You right? Is my elbow ashy? No, it's just black as shit. So there we go, and we pretty much done. Now, what I recommend, after that you just wanna, pull a little more dirt on top. I'm gonna kind of pack mine so that it's a lot in there. This does not look how I want it to look. We're gonna do another one of these, okay, guys? But yeah, this is just an example. Because I think it's because I use the bonsai tree, and most times when you're doing a terrarium, but see, this is the winter time, so in the winter time they don't have a lot of small plants, and I didn't really feel like going to like no garden store or nothing, like Home Depot or nothing, because I was tired yesterday. I was doing a lot of running around for my sister, so it's a short video. It's supposed to be shorter than this. Alright, so now we're going, my hands feel so dirty. Now we're gonna take some moss, just moss, just a little piece of this. This stuff really smells like moss. And we're gonna first we wanna take, this is just for decorative purposes. We're gonna put some white rocks all the white rocks, and for me and my for what I'm trying to do, this is, I see a lot of people do terrariums with rocks covered on the top. Me, it's just so this dirt don't be everywhere in my fucking room. I got like a white rug, and I don't got time for that shit. But do you understand what this, like, because you don't have to use like a bonsai, like you could use a bonsai, which is like the small tree. You can use something really, really small, like a cactus and other little plants. You can even go artificial if you want. And the thing about that is, or with that being said, you can add so much to yours, like so many different layers and levels. And I'm gonna add some water in there, just to let the bonsai know. Ooh, you see I kind of piled over top first? Because you want the dirt to be moist so the plant knows it's growing. But somehow it'll resonate somewhere in there. Eventually, it has a lot to go through. Being as though we don't have holes at the bottom, you want it to be able, the water have a lot of place to sit. You can't really see it on the camera, but the water's starting to get there. That's really important. Now I'm gonna take the rock that it came with and sit it on top of everything. I want to sit it at a cute little angle, and like that. I'm gonna put some moss up there. Maybe I shouldn't do the rock. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna do the moss. I think the moss is for a larger one where you have more room. Now we're done. That's the finished product. And I would just sit that on my whatchamacallit, and you got this pretty little plant. This is a real life plant, so you have to treat it with care. Be very careful in whatever you're doing. I'm done, Deano. We out. Bye, baby. Bye. Bye, shorty. Bye. Bye, peoples. Bye. Bye. Bye, bye, people. Bye, 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 bye. I'm a bye 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 bye. I'm a bye 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 bye. I'm a bye bye. I'm a bye 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 bye. All right, bye bye. Cause all I want from you is to be honest, honest, girl. All I wanted to see, I said, girl. I'm in this bitch, I'm getting money. One minute they hate me, then they love me. Ain't kinda for me, these dudes is funny. That's why I'm throwing shade like it's sunny.